You know, there's one thing that Gunnar and I can agree on. We like us some video pinball. One of my favorite genres has always been video pinball. I really do enjoy a good video pinball game, and I've been playing a lot of video pinball games on my Sega Genesis lately, and I've been collecting a few of those, added them to my collection, and so I wanted to give you 4 recommendations for some good Sega Genesis video pinball games today. There's 6 that I am aware of. Let me know if there's more. 2 of those I cannot recommend. I do not like them. 2 of them were very boring to me, and that is VR Pinball from EA. Not a big fan. I tried it on emulation. Some of the hook to the game is that you can build your own pinball game. You can build your own board. I find everything in that game to be very generic, very vanilla. I don't know, it did not appeal to me. I got bored very quick with it. And you don't want to get bored playing a video pinball game. That's when, it's not a good game. And the second game did the same thing. It just made me bored. Not enough to it. Too simplistic of a table. And that is Dinoland. It's kind of an interesting concept, and I I went into playing that game thinking that I would like it. Nope, I don't. Not a fan of it at all. I can't recommend either one of those games. So let's get to the good Sega Genesis video pinball games. And the first one I'm going to recommend does seem to be a bit divisive, but I bet it is probably the most played Sega Genesis video pinball game, and of course that is Sonic Spinball. To me, this is a good pinball game, and I went into it wanting a good video pinball game. When I got it, I had good memories of it, picking it up and playing it, and I put a lot of hours into it. It was a lot of fun. I like the story, I like the music, the graphics, everything was cool about it. But there are a lot of people that just don't like that game, and I don't know if it was because maybe they don't like video pinball games and they were kind of expecting more of a traditional Sonic game, or maybe it's on the other side where it's not really a traditional video pinball game either, because there are areas where you move Sonic around and it is different, and you kind of can guide where Sonic goes just a little bit. So it might, I don't know, the purist on either side, maybe they don't like it. I don't know. I'd like to hear from you, though. I really do want to know. Have you played it? Do you like Sonic Spinball? What are your thoughts on it? It always interests me to hear other points of view and other opinions. So, then the next game that I'm going to recommend, I've had it for quite a while. I think it's a very solid pinball game, and there's a knock against it as well, but and that is Crew Ball. And look at the cover art on that, man. Yeah, that's just cool. So the knock on the game really isn't the pinball portion of the game, because it's a good, solid pinball game. The knock is that maybe Motley Crue has added, later in the development of the game, kind of, maybe a cash grab or just sticking the name on there. The game really doesn't have much to do with Motley Crue, but it is. You could tell it was made kind of as a headbanger or a heavy metal pinball game, and that part of it's very cool to me. And you know what? There's some cool things about it too. They took some of the songs from Motley Crue, and they do play. They're MIDIs, so you're not going to hear like CD quality Motley Crue songs, but that's kind of the novelty of it. It's kind of cool hearing some of those Motley Crue songs through your Sega Genesis. I don't know. I really enjoy the game. I think it's a very solid pinball game, video pinball game. It's excellent. I recommend it completely. Try it out on emulation before you collect it, maybe. But I like it. All right. So the other 2 games that I'm going to recommend, I was introduced to this game on the TurboGrafx 16. It's the same game as Devil's Crush, and that's Dragon's Fury. The board looks the same. To me, it seems to play very similar. The art, there's a few little graphic changes here and there. It is a little bit different, and you would be able to tell, I think, if you played a lot of Devil's Crush and you put Dragon's Fury in and played it, you might be able to tell that a little bit. And maybe down the road I'll do kind of a side-by-side and kind of show, you know, a comparison of Devil's Crush and Dragon's Fury. But in my opinion, this is the very best video pinball game on the Sega Genesis. I just recently collected it, but I've been playing it for quite a while, you know, on the TurboGrafx 16, and I've played it through emulation. But I really wanted to collect it, have it in my collection, play it on original hardware on a CRT, and I'm glad I did. And it can get fairly pricey, but if you're patient and you keep your eyes open, you'll find one. You can get them for under $50. You're not going to get it complete in box for under 50, but you can get a good loose cart or carton case without the manual for around $50. So, and it's well worth it, man. I can't even explain. It just strikes the perfect balance with the art, the soundtrack. It's just an excellent video pinball game, and you know, it's pretty close to being my favorite video pinball game of all time. And maybe I'll do a top 5 video pinball games one of these days, and you know, it'll be multi-platform, so we can, you know, maybe take a look at all the different video pinball games that I do have. Alright, so that's an excellent game, and I've really never heard a knock against that game at all. I've never heard anything negative about it, ever. Now, they did come out with kind of a sequel. They called it a sequel, and that's Dragon's Revenge. Now, this is a very, very good video pinball game, but don't go into it expecting it to be Dragon's Fury. It's not. And you know what? Pay attention, if you're out there collecting, pay attention to the cover art, because you can tell, I mean, it looks very similar, and of course the names are very similar, but Dragon's Revenge is very good. It's kind of a step down from Dragon's Fury, in my opinion. The bonus boards are really cool. They're very different from Dragon's Fury. Dragon's Fury bonus boards are just amazing. They're incredible. The art in both games are very cool, but the art in Dragon's Fury is better. And I think that the graphics, like, I don't know, there's something about Dragon's Revenge that just, it's not quite as vibrant, and the colors seem a little duller, you know? But it's an excellent game, and I would probably say that it, I don't know, it's pretty close to it and Crew Ball as being my second favorite Sega Genesis video pinball game. I don't know, I think I probably would take it over Crew Ball. It is good. It's very good. It's a lot of fun. The ball physics can be a little janky. Every now and then, you know, I'll be playing it and you'll just be like, you know, I don't know why the ball did that. That wouldn't that wouldn't happen. But you know what? It's a video pinball game. It's not a real pinball game, so you're not going to get real physics. But it's an excellent game, and you know, I think that I would take it as far as my second favorite Sega Genesis video pinball game. So anyway, tell me if you've had any experiences with any of these games. Tell me which ones are your favorite, and I really want to hear about Sonic Spinball. I want to hear what you guys think about it. I love to hear different opinions, and if you love it, man, let me know. Because I'd like to think that I'm not alone as, you know, somebody who likes Sonic Spinball. But man, I've heard a lot of negative stuff about it. Seems very divisive. It's a cheap game. You can pick it up, very available. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. I do want to hear from you in the comments, and I hope you have a great and safe rest of your day.